it's Ashley, Scrapping Nerd, and I'm back today with a layout for Christine's 2000 Subbie celebration hop, and she's scrapping Harden. All of her information will be in the description box below. So congratulations, Miss Christine. I'm so excited for you, and make sure you guys all go and give her love and hop along to everyone that is celebrating with her today as well. And so she had a formula that she wanted us to scrap. And so she had at least 2 photos. You had to have 20 elements. You could journal, but she put optional, so I didn't journal on my layout. Have a creative title. She wanted you to scrapbook the things that you love or the reason that you do scrapbook, and do your signature style. So I went through my stash and I pulled out mostly the Simple Stories Sunny Days collection. I had 3 of those papers, and I pulled in the sentiment bits from the collection. But I also pulled in Pretty Little Studio Summer Vibes, and it was the this paper here, this thicker striped paper. And I went through and I pulled in the Cartabella Cartopia sticker sheet, some dog paws, and I had a Paper Studio sticker book. I didn't have a name for the sticker book. I couldn't find it, but Paper Studio's Hobby Lobby's collection. And then I pulled in the Simple Stories Love stencil. And so my idea was I wanted to cut 9 squares out of different patterns, and so I decided that the orange and white polka dot was going to be my background paper. And when I had started, I wanted to cut my squares in 4x4, and because I didn't think I wanted the background to show between the squares. But then when I laid it out, I didn't like it, and so I went back and I cut all the squares in 3.5 by 3.5. Like here, so that you could see the orange polka dots. Oh, I haven't done that yet. This is my 4x4. So I'm going to go and I'm going to cut them down to 3.5 by 3.5. That way you can see the orange dots, polka dots between them all. And I just liked that better. And so we were to scrapbook the things we love. And I love scrapbooking my fur babies. But I haven't been around for a little while. I lost 2 of my fur babies. They were 16. My one girl passed away in June, and then I think the other one just missed her sister a lot, and so she declined. And so we lost her last week, and I've just been completely heartbroken about it. Like I said, they were 16. I had them since they were puppies, and I just haven't been in a very creative type mood, so I haven't been scrapbooking, but I knew I had to scrapbook today for Miss Christine and celebrate her milestone, and actually got me to get into my craft room and scrapbook. And again, I'm like, well, this is why I scrapbook, because it is very therapeutic, and it's very just it's just for me. I mean, nobody really looks through my scrapbooks, and so I do this for me, and I'm like, I should have just started scrapbooking, and even though I wasn't feeling very creative, just do it, because once I got started, it just started flowing. And so I'm glad I had this celebration hop for Christine to get me back in this room and get my mojo back. But like I said, I just not ready to scrapbook my babies. And so I scrapbooked Mom's fur baby. And so these pictures are going to be of my mom. And she is in her Jeep, and she just loves her Jeep. And then her dog, Roxy, is her co-pilot. And Roxy is wearing goggles over her eyes. And I just cannot with this dog. She is adorable in these little goggles. And so these are just, they'd been out gallivanting in the Jeep, and they came and stopped at my house just to say hi, and then I just had to take pictures of this dog in her goggles. And so, but it's still, you know, scrapbooking my family and my fur babies is why I scrapbook and what I enjoy. And so I have 3 photos, and I have one in what is that, a 2x3, and then the others, they're the smaller ones, and those are 2x2s. Let me measure this here. Yeah, 3, 2x3, and then the other one, the larger one, is a 4x4. Yeah, and so the larger one is just the picture of the Jeep and the dog hanging out, and then I have the smaller ones are one from the driver's side and one from the passenger side. And like I said, they're just fun little photos. And so that took care of the 2 photos. And so I wanted to, with each of these little squares that I made in the different patterns, I want to fill them up with embellishments, because we are to scrapbook in our signature style, and my signature style is just how much can I pack on a 12 by 12 piece of paper before your eyeballs start to bleed. And so I was like, well, you know, that's normally how I do it, but now let's do little squares and I can fill them in. And the funny thing is that green stripe one that's in the top row there, I didn't put a single thing in that square, and I kept trying because I'm like, that's an empty square. Look at all that real estate for all fun embellishments, but it stays empty. But I took the Distress ink and black soot and the love stencil, and I stenciled over one of the striped squares, and I put that one in the middle. I thought I was going to do more of the squares with the stencil, but I decided I just wanted to do the one and have that one in the middle so that I didn't have too much embellishments around that down that photo. And so I just started going through all of the ephemera that I had pulled in. I had a bunch of like road signs and road trip type ephemera that was just in my stash. And I pulled that out because I thought that would just be fun. Because like I said, they're just cruising around in their Jeep. And we're supposed to have a creative title, and I just put 2. I put Summer Cruisin'. I don't know if that's considered a creative title. Maybe it's just creative because I pulled it from the 2 different collections. The Cruisin' is from the Cartabella Cartopia sticker sheet, and then the Summer word is from the Sunny Days Simple Stories sentiment bits. So, you know, I don't know if that's too creative, but that is my title. And then I, of course, had to go through and pull in some wordy bits. So I have in the top right corner, it says "You're flippin' awesome," just because, again, look at that dog and her goggles, cracks me up. And then in the top left, I have the words "beep beep," and then eventually I'll have a sign that says "fun" up there. And then to the left of the main picture, it has a camera that says "smile," and I will put a sticker that says "bark bark," and then a yield sticker. Again, I liked having this mixture of dog ephemera and car ephemera. And then I put that blue car up in the top under the "You're flippin' awesome." It's not a Jeep, but I just thought it was cute, and it worked really well under there. And so for my 20 elements, you see me putting them out here, I put 20 dog paw prints all around the layout. And so in each square there's some dog paw prints, and I had some that were glittery and some that were not. And I actually think that I have 21 because I'm just an overachiever, but because I wanted it for some reason, it mostly with the ones that go around the stop sign next to the Jeep, 3 just wasn't enough. I needed one more. And so I end up with 21, but you know, like I said, I'm an overachiever. And I put in a bunch of arrows because, of course, I love me some arrows, and then it works perfectly for this. And I did put a pit stop underneath the Jeep picture, the larger one, because they were just stopping in to say hi. And you can see that I'm putting a duck down there next to the picture, and that's because ducks go with Jeeps, and so I thought it would be funny to just have a little duck on the layout, and so that's why there's going to be a duck there. I guess Jeep people collect ducks and put them in their Jeep. And I put some little cars down there at the bottom left that were on the road. Again, it's just from that sticker sheet, but that's going to be the layout, guys. I don't do much more to it. So thank you to everyone who's liked and subscribed to my channel. I really appreciate it. If you haven't yet, go ahead and hit those buttons below. I do put out more videos. Like I said, I've just been kind of out of order. And so I think I'm back, because like I said, once I started doing this layout, I got my groove back. And so, you know, I just had to start doing it again. And so, I don't know where I stopped, but if you want to be notified when I have videos, just hit that little bell notification. And I hope everyone has a great day. Bye.